Hello everyone. Today we are going to continue with the second part of the chapter data transfer between files and CSV files into data frame and so on. In the previous video we had seen how to read the data from a CSV file, and I had told you how to make a CSV file out of an Excel file. Now in this video, first of all, we are going to work on some other commands, and after that we'll have to see on how to transfer from a data frame to a CSV. Now this screen that you are seeing, this is going to again read from a CSV file, and we had yesterday seen the previous video up till example 5. From example 6 onwards we have to see. Before that, there is a portion which is saying reading specified number of rows from a CSV file. Suppose you want to read only few rows from your CSV file, not all the rows. Then in that case, there is a parameter also that can be used in read underscore CSV, and that is n rows. For example, if I want to read from my file my data.csv, I want to read only few rows. Like suppose I want to read only 3 rows, so n rows is equal to, or I can read only 2 rows, n rows is equal to 2 I'll be writing, and as soon as I write here my data frame to be printed, so I can see with F5 that I'm getting only 2 rows over here. That is of Aryan and Manas, the initial 2 rows. Now example 6 is saying that you have to consider an employee.csv file and write a program to read the records from the file in data frame and print only the middle row. For this they have used a trick that they are reading the initial 3 rows of that file, because there are 5 records in that file as specified in the question. The initial 3 rows will be read and the last row of that will be read with the help of tail command. So let's see. In this program also, in this CSV file that I have got with me here, also I have got 5 records and I want to read the middle record. Before I use the command for reading the middle record, let me first of all give you a quick review that how many records do I have in my CSV file. See, there are 5 records: Aryan, Manas, Swati, Kabir and Shraddha. And out of this I want to read the middle row, that is Swati. So in that case, the trick that has been used in the program is that first of all we are going to use n rows to read the initial 3 rows. So I'll be writing dfd is equal to pd.read underscore csv, comma n rows is equal to 3. And then from the dfd.tail command, which we have already seen in our previous chapters also, I'll be reading the first row of it. Tail means from the bottom, the first row is the record of Swati. So with F5, if I run it, I am getting here Swati, right? So with n rows is equal to 3, we got initial 3 rows, Aryan, Manas and Swati, and tail command will read right from the bottom. So from the bottom, the first row is Swati. Swati will be printed here. Then before reading example 7, there is a topic reading from CSV files having separator different from comma. Suppose we have got a CSV file which is not having comma separated values. They are separated by some other delimiter. Instead of comma, suppose there is a semicolon between the records, or there is a pi. In that case, what I did with my notepad file, I opened that CSV file which I had created, and now you can see everywhere I have got a pi symbol over here, pipe, the pipeline symbol. There were commas in this because Excel naturally will always create a comma separated value file. but I wanted to have something different. So instead of comma, I just went to the edit command. I picked up replace and I said that instead of comma, I want a pipe symbol. So everywhere wherever there was comma, pipe symbol has been replaced. Now I want to use this file, and this file I have named as my.csv, right? So I want to make use of this file. In this case, I will be writing here, instead of my data, my.csv, and here there is an option by the name of sep. Sep is equal to, I can write here pipe. So what it will do, it will create your data frame from this CSV file. So let's see, with F5 we are getting the records from that file also. That file also had got the same records, Aryan, Manas and so on. So everything is fine over here. That means if you want to read from a CSV file having a delimiter other than a comma, there is an option as sep is equal to pipe. If it is a pipe, if it is a semicolon, sep is equal to semicolon, you can write. So example 7 also says write a program to read from sport.csv file where the separator is a tab character. In that case, you will be writing as sep is equal to /t. /t is for tab. Now comes the next topic, storing data frames data to CSV. Till now we were doing reading from a CSV into data frame. Now here we will be creating our own data frame and we will be transferring it to a new CSV file. Here I have made my panda data frame using dictionary. In the dictionary, one key value is roll number, having a list of 4 roll numbers. Then the other key value is name and having a list of 4 names. Then surname and their surnames. Now instead of read underscore CSV, we'll be writing write or to. Instead of read, we'll be writing to underscore CSV. So if I want to create a new CSV file, I'll be writing pd.to underscore CSV. And naturally I want to save in documents, but by another name. Suppose I am writing a new one.csv, and let's see, suppose you want that it should be separated by our pipe symbol, we can do that also. So instead of comma, you will be getting a pipe symbol. Now if we run this data frame, although will be printed on the screen, but we will be having a CSV file. Sorry, I have wrongly written over here. It should be like df7 instead of pd, df7, because I want to transfer the data of this, and then df7 will be printed. So I am getting the data frame here, but let's see whether we have got this new one.csv also that has already been created. So let's go to our my computer, and in documents let's check asterisk.csv. Here we have got new one. Now new one.csv has been created with pipe symbols in it. You can even open it with a notepad if you want. Right click, open with notepad. And here you can see the names, the roll numbers and everything have been separated by pipe symbol. And this has been created only with the help of to underscore CSV, where we have also specified the separator. So example 8 is asking us consider the data frame all DF as shown. There are name, product, target, sales, which we had created previously, and the zones was zone A to zone F. So write a program to export the contents of this data frame to a CSV file. So it's very easy. The data frame that is created is all df.to_CSV, and give the name of your CSV file where you want to save. Example 9 is saying write a program to store all df data frame of previous example with a separator character pipe. So while writing all df.to_CSV, like I have written here sep is equal to pipe, similarly there also you can write sep is equal to pipe. Now comes the next topic, handling nan values with to_CSV. Suppose your data frame that you have created is having at some places a nan value. Now in order to transport it to a new CSV file, how do we deal with the nan values? Here they have said that sometimes your data frame has some missing values. For instance, execute following two statements to have missing values in your data frame. As NP prior to executing following statements. That means they are asking us to change some of the values to nan. So let's try to change them with df7.loc, which we have already seen. So here we'll be changing it. We'll be writing df7.loc, and here in the second row I want to change name is equal to np.nan. And one more, they have said that surname also we can change. So we can write df7.loc 0, surname is equal to np.nan. Here as given in the book, I will make it 3 only. Acha, now these two have been changed to nan, and if we try to print our data frame at the end, we need import numpy as np for this. So import numpy as np. Now let's print our data frame df7. So here we are getting nan values at 0 position of surname, and in the third name 0, 1, 2, 3, third name starting from 0, nan value has been kept. Now they have said, now if you store this data frame in a CSV file by giving the following commands, so nothing will be there in the notepad. Suppose after doing this thing, I am transferring it to new one.csv. Let's put these statements first before transferring them to a CSV. And now the CSV file has been created. If we run this with F5, the CSV file that will be created, new one, if I open it with notepad, there will be blank values at surname, and here also a blank value after Robin. Now this will not be so much suitable. We want to write that blanks doesn't mean anything to anybody. Nobody will come to know that why it is blank. So in order to replace it, we can write null value. How? Through our command in data frame. We will write separator is equal to pipe. We have already written. After that we are going to write na_rep is equal to null. na_rep is equal to null, and null, that too in double quotes we will be writing. Now let's see if we execute it and we go back to see our new one. After refreshing it, first of all let's refresh and then open it with notepad. So here you will be getting null values replaced in place of blanks. This will look better because here we will come to know that the name is not visible here, and here also the surname has not been given. So in order to handle the nan values, it's better to use na underscore rep option and keep it as a null value. Example 10 is saying, previous examples 8 and 9 created CSV files without a nan values. Write a program to store the data of all data frame in a CSV file along with nan values stored as null and separator as pipe. So but natural we can do. In the separator they have said that you have to keep as tilde symbol, it was tilde symbol, and the null nan values will be replaced with na underscore rep is equal to null as I have given here. Then comes transferring data between data frames and MySQL, which we will be looking into our next session. Till then you have to keep on practicing between CSV files and data frames, transferring from CSV files to data frames and from data frames into CSV files, and then transferring from data frames to MySQL and MySQL to data frames we will look into our next session. Thank you.